Alright, so good day everybody. Just got back from a little vacation in Mexico. Gone for 10 days. And all I could think about is getting back into the shop. So super happy that I'm back. Got a little project here that I want to fire off. Let me just see. Oh, before I say that, I'm trying a different format with the cameras. I'm just trying this first a POV, I guess, point of view with machining. Now, I guess it's really zoomed out just because of the way these GoPro style cameras work, but we'll see. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. Got the idea from a chef, an Italian chef who does this. It was really cool. Anyway, just farting around and messing around to see how things are going to look. But anyway, so right here, I can't really see what you see. I did have a monitor here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I guess I just have to press the button to see if it works. But anyway, so here's this little ring, and essentially it's an indexing ring for the the Darex and mill sharpener. This guy right over here. And you know, it does 3 flutes, 2 flutes, 6 flutes, but it doesn't do 5 flutes. So, which is weird. You know, I have a friend who gave me a couple of 5 flute end mills to resharpen. So, okay, well, I thought that was weird. So, so you can see the numbers here: 4, 6, 2, 3, 6, 4. So yeah, this just does 4, 6, and 3. So I'm going to essentially attempt to make another one of these rings. The ID is critical as far as its diameter is concerned, because it's going to go on this beautifully machined shaft, and so this has got to be quite a precise fit. So I got a piece of stock right here. I think it's 1018 according to what's written on it, but I'm suspicious because this looks like some form of chrome. Or, you know, alloy, some other type of alloy. But anyway, the idea is to make one of these. So I'm going to machine essentially the ring on the lathe, and then before I part it off, I will, or maybe before I part it off, I will bring it over to the mill and get the indexer set up so that I could pop 5 holes, shallow holes in this thing right here for the pin to sit in. Anyway. Small little project. Thought I'd play around with the cameras and see what this does. All right, let's get her going. Here we go. Alright, so if I want this to look really nice, I'll polish it up, but right now I don't care. I want to see if this is going to work. I'm going to put a little chamfer on this. Alright, that's so good. Hit it with a file. Maybe that's a bit, no, fast is good. All right, that's deep enough. Just eyeballing it there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to start with this guy right here. Just take a pretty big hole. I think it's roughly, might be around an inch, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I am going to slow things down, and I'm going to have coolant for this too. Yeah, let's see. Seems good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get the telescoping gauge out here. Where is it? Ah, here we go. This looks like the right one. Got a mic out. Yep, this will, let's see here. Okay, get it in like that. Okay. Actually, you know what? I just need a rough measurement right now. Okay, 1.550. Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay, that's much better. .613. Ooh, so I'm 2 thou over. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to be just 1 thou over. Oh, this one is reading 1.12. Okay, I guess it depends on how I have it held in here. Nah, 1.13. Yeah, so I'm 2 thou over. Yeah, I think that's going to be loose. Well, let's see how bad it is. Yeah, that's a little looser than I wanted to have it. That really sucks. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter really, because yeah, you lock this in. You lock it in. Yeah, no, that's not going to matter. Not for this purpose. It would have been nice to get it on size, but yeah, 1 thou over. Yeah, I need a lot more practice. Okay. Okay, back from dinner. Let's continue this. Got 3 more holes to drill through here. Let's put the next one in. There you go. Okay, next hole is a 216. 10, 15, 16. Unlock. Ugh. Let's get on to another hole here. That one is cracked. I gotta fix it. All right. I'm gonna look at this to see if it looks even. That looks even. Let's see if I can bring it into the other camera here. Okay, here we go. See that? That looks even. Now one thing I got to do is this distance right here, from here to here, that relief isn't quite right. I need to go a little further. Just comparing it with this ring right there, I didn't get it right for whatever reason, but it's important that I do, because once it's in the machine, it's going to keep the pin from popping in here if I don't have this relieved exactly right. So I'm going to bring it back on the lathe, finish relieving this, a few thou over wherever it needs to go, and then part it off, and then we'll bring it over to the end mill sharpener and see if it works. Okay, bring you back in a second. All right, back at the end mill grinder right here, and got pretty much everything done. And I wanted to show you how this goes on. So together here was this fellow right here. It slides on very nicely. Actually, the tolerance is pretty good. Not as good as the original, but it was still, still actually pretty tight to get it on. And there we go. And then it doesn't really wiggle, just a tiny bit, but it's really nothing. So you put the knob or the tightening screw, it's a brass screw, on there like that. Get it on really tight, and look at that. Nice and tight, doesn't move. Index to the next pin, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. No wiggle, no nothing. It's very nice. So super happy with that. I guess the next step will be to try an end mill to grind, but I'm assuming it's going to work. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Someday I plan on buying a laser engraver. I'm going to engrave a number 5, number 5, number 5, number 5. I mean, yeah, I could just punch it with a 5, with a regular punch, but I've been planning on getting a laser engraver for quite some time, so that will be, maybe later in the year down the road. But anyway, there you go. That's the indexing ring for the Darex E95 or E90 sharpener. Thanks a lot for